The GTX 1050, a budget-friendly beast, or a financial failure? Which one? Let's find out. So before we get into any benchmarks or anything else, let's talk about the physical aspects of this card. Physically, actually, it costs $130. That's what I paid for it on Amazon. Gigabyte. Oh, it's an overclocked edition. Overclock doesn't really matter with 10 series cards because GPU Boost 3.0 ruins all overclocks. Don't even worry about that stuff. 1050s perform like 1050s, and that's how it is, unless you water cool. Anyways, no backplate. That's fine. It's a cheap card. Don't worry about that. It's got a nice, pretty good looking shroud. The Gigabyte orange and black gamery kind of look to them. Two small fans with a very small lumen heatsink in there. You say, man, that's got to be a really low power card. And it's true. There is no power going to the card. All the power is drawn through the PCI Express slot on the motherboard. And that's pretty awesome because you just plug this into any computer and you're capable of playing games. It does support DisplayPort, HDMI 2.0, DVI-I. Sorry there's no analog outputs, but you can convert the HDMI to do that for you. When I first got the 1050, I thought, man, this card's going to be doing nothing. This is going to be worthless. And I was completely wrong. This card is completely capable at 1080p and especially 720p. If you are a person that is just getting into PC gaming, just look at these benchmarks. All of my benchmarks are performing this PC with a 5820K overclocked to 4.4 GHz, 16 gigs of RAM on a 4K monitor scaled to 1080p. All benchmarks are at 1080p, 100% resolution, nothing else. So for Overwatch, 1080p, high settings, 31 frames a second. Not really that good. Medium settings, 39 frames a second. Still not that good. Low, 51. It's playable, it's not that laggy, but you can do a little bit of fine tuning and get a lot better. On my custom settings that I have, where it's basically 1080p low, 75% resolution, high textures, no anti-aliasing, I got 70 frames a second, rock solid. And I played a game with this. Watch the footage right now. It looks great. It plays great. There you go. Play Overwatch on a $130 video card and you're good. Next is Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite, but I played it for you anyways. You're welcome. 1080p. Epic settings. Hot. Get it? Epic Games. 45 frames a second on Epic. That's pretty awesome. High settings, 67 frames a second. That's a solid 67 too. That is great. If you want to play Fortnite, this card is amazing for 1080p. 720p, you max out the settings. Easy, no problem. I also turn motion blur off because I hate it. That slightly affects the frame rate, not too much. Anyways, moving on. Apex Legends, 1080p, 55 frames a second. Now this is on these custom settings that I have. I'm showing the screenshot now. Basically no anti-aliasing, medium texture resolution. I set it for 3 gigabytes, and this card has less. Yeah, totally playable, just fine. Maybe lower it, all the settings to off, all the extra special video settings. You definitely get over 60 just fine. Finally, Monster Hunter. This game runs like garbage on my 1080 Ti, and it's going to run like garbage on this card. So at 1080p on medium settings, 30 frames a second, unplayable. Low settings, 42 frames a second. It's okay. I would recommend running this at 720p medium settings if you were in a pinch and had to play Monster Hunter on this card. 720p medium settings, you should be okay. So who is this card for? This card is for the budget-minded entry-level PC gamer. Maybe you already have a PC, but it doesn't have a video card. This card is exactly what you need. It's $130. It's about as cheap as it gets for brand new video cards right now. And you throw it in any computer and it'll run your games. It'll run all the popular games, all the games that your friends are playing. It'll run it. And that's all you can ask of it. So anyways, I'm Steven. This is Techdive. Thank you so much for watching this review. Please check out all other videos. I have 1080 Ti review right here. This card is a beast. This is the opposite of this card, if you will. I mean, look at that. It's an ant on the face of it. If you get that reference, comment below. Anyways, that's it from me. Please comment below if you want to see any other videos, any ideas, whatever. See you next time.